Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Cabinet is waiting for Chief Minister's briefing on the proposed visit to Delhi, says MDA spokesperson Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdo. NEHU has taken a step towards adopting the National Education Policy 2020 for its undergraduate courses. State cannot have multiple capitals, says Dr. Ampreen Lingdo. And Estimate Committee of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly visits Nongstoin. The news in detail. MDA spokesperson Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdo on Tuesday said that the Cabinet is waiting for the Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma's briefing on the proposed visit to Delhi for taking up the issue relating to the resolutions for implementation of the Inner Line Permit and inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Regarding railways, Lingdo said Mendipatha railway station is bringing a lot of positives for Garo Hills. She said, looking at how Garo Hills is benefiting from the Mendipatha railway station, there is a need for a study to know if it is really a threat to the dilution of the communities in Garo Hills because of the railways. She admitted that there are divergent views of the public on this issue.
We have seen the railways operate up to Mendipatha. And it's important for whoever is objecting to the railways to figure out, are we doing the right thing? It's not for me to decide alone. If left to me alone, it would have been a different thing. But now, look at how Garo Hills is benefiting from the Mendi railway station. We need to be real. We need to really go and study. Is there really a threat to the dilution of our communities in Garo Hills because of the railway? We have to have set missions. We need to focus ourselves. You can't just blindly say, no, this is something you should not do or you should do.
The Northeastern Hill University, NEHU, has taken a step towards adopting the National Education Policy 2020 for its undergraduate courses. The Vice-Chancellor of NEHU, Prabhashankar Shukla, on Wednesday announced that the university has directed all affiliated colleges to implement the NEP 2020 starting from the upcoming academic year. One of the key aspects of NEP 2020 implementation is the restructuring of undergraduate courses. As per the new policy, undergraduate programs will now span over 4 years and students will have the option of exit points. This means that students can choose to discontinue their studies after the first year and later rejoin whenever they find it feasible to continue their education. He also acknowledged that the challenges that some of the colleges might face in implementing the policy immediately. For such institutions, option to defer the implementation for 1 academic year has been provided.
I am ready to implement the new education policy. After this, I am going to conduct a meeting with the principal of the colleges. One thing, how many principals have the problem to implement the new education policy, the first. Second thing, to involve the colleges for the even to discuss if they are ready to going to include those colleges students in the our employment drive.
Meghalaya Cabinet Minister Dr. Ampreen Lingdo on Tuesday said that the state cannot have multiple capitals but assured that the Chief Minister will visit Tura on July 24th. She further said that the demand will lead to different districts demanding for some or the other thing.
The state of Meghalaya has a very divergent combination of districts. So now everybody, in my opinion, if everybody is going to be rising and saying, bring the winter capital here, bring the spring capital there, bring the summer capital there, then it's all going to go wrong. The very fact that so many blocks have recently been installed and put in position. What is the idea behind the installation of all of these blocks? Basic idea is to bring administration closer to the public. it would be not correct to consider any kind of a capital anywhere else.
The Estimate Committee of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on Wednesday inspected the Nongstoin Polytechnic at Maurusiar village in West Khasi Hills district. The committee, led by Nongpo MLA Marulbon's Aim as the chairman, visited Nongstoin to inspect the progress of the construction of the polytechnic, which was started in 2017. Speaking to media persons, Aim said that the committee had found out the reason behind the delay in construction work and said it was because of non-release of funds by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Later, the committee also visited the new building of Sipsing Memorial Government Higher Secondary School, which is yet to start functioning.
Tekum ke komiti ke baka Sorkar ke Meghalaya Legislative Assembly ke lasanya ini pengin budin kamtam hang jing ide bat kini projek ki besakut kala bende ke jing sakut ka funding kala bende ka jing bombyang ki estimate teknik estimate komiti jing ni budin kenang ni kini projek ki ba sakut ki kamda sing iwan hang ni ru na kamta ban pentikna ba kani ke jing stang bante ya kani ka politik ni kulon nenong strang gede ban ya be kambe ban sange kada de jing tuku begini tinggi empau jing sungu ya ka snong ya ki trai jakaru belai somhai kani ke jaka untuk stang kidon ki jing duna hang ni hang tai ha ka bede bat ke jing release ka pisa na po jong ka ministry jong ka human resources jong ka sarkar pedeng margane gede lengba jong kani ka ministry bat ba menta ka kamaram ga jungi kalong bangin simkhya gini ka kam.
The Meghalaya Farmers Empowerment Commission is organizing a two-day stakeholders conference on promoting apiculture in the northeastern region at the State Convention Centre on the theme NMR testing for honey and the creation of honey database for Northeast India. Addressing the gathering, Dr. A. Lele, Director NCL, said no honey samples are taken from the same bee, the same region or same farm. They are produced at different times of the year. He also said that the NCL group prepares the right samples to analyze and perform the statistical analysis to define the purity of honey. To make the participants understand more about promoting apiculture, the Commission also conducted a technical presentation.
We will discuss a few points about the roadmap that is about to come forward after this meeting.
No one honey sample from the same bee, from the same region, from the same farm, but produced at different times of the year or produced on different years will be identical. They will never be identical. There is going to be a variability. And therefore, the statistical analysis of the NMR data is as crucial as producing the data. And I think what the NCL group has managed to do, and you will see it in the presentation, is to put all of these together.
The sudden demise of the traditional chief of Rait Nongtung, late Pa Aim Miwel Shadap, has saddened the whole Rait Nongtung area in the border of Meghalaya and Assam. He was one of the prominent figures who was fighting for the welfare of the people residing in the border of Rait Nongtung. Shadap, 87 years old, who was battling with health conditions for over a year, died on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock at his residence in Umpo Win, Ribhoi district. His final rites will be held on 20th July at Umpo Win village. And a quick look at the weather report now. The maximum temperature recorded was 27 degrees Celsius, the minimum 18.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 58%, while that in the evening rose to 70%. 1.8 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. The forecast: light to moderate rain is very likely to occur at a few places. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Cabinet is waiting for Chief Minister's briefing on the proposed visit to Delhi, says MDA spokesperson Dr. M. Ampreen Lingdaw. NEHU has taken a step towards adopting the National Education Policy 2020 for its undergraduate courses. State cannot have multiple capitals, says Dr. Ampreen Lingdaw. And Estimate Committee of Meghalaya Legislative Assembly visits Nongstoin. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.